Front row. Looks like I stayed in
Front row. What?
Discord and voice all night.
What's that?
I said, looks like I was sitting in voice all night.
Yes, you were.
Awesome. I don't know why the hell my computer's not going to sleep when I tell it to go to sleep. Pissing me off. All right, Titans undefeated, taking down the Bills.
You were also undefeated, right?
Yeah, Tennessee's just a better team though. It's a more solid team, overall rounded. All right, so what do I need to do?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey,
What's up, Fred?
what's up, Fred?
Oh.
I jumped on and the servers kept crashing, so
Ah,
I jumped on to Albion. I'll jump back over and see what happens. See if it's working.
Hello?
yo.
Can you not hear us,
Hold
Fred?
on. Hold on. I gotta
Hey.
fix something.
The hell is this?
Derrick Henry, hell yeah, another touchdown.
now?
Let's go,
An
boy.
update
Check,
for the
check, check.
game is downloading in advance, so we'll be ready on patch day.
What?
Really?
There we go.
Check, check, check.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
There you go.
Holla holla.
You guys in game checking it out yet?
I was trying, but the servers kept crashing. Ironically, both Lightbringer and Storm Rage kept crashing.
I'm on Storm Rage right now.
Storm Rage just crashed like 10 minutes ago. I don't know when you jumped on.
Well, I've been on for the last hour. I think it's because I'm in the Death Knight starting zone.
Oh, that means you're not actually in Storm Rage.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this is a bug too, because you're supposed to start the game at level 8 when you do a Death Knight. But well, the Death Knights transfer when it changed XP, you start at level 8. But by the time I'm done with this zone, I'm gonna be level 13 or 14 or 15. Depends on how much XP.
So according to the people that were doing the PTR, you start at level 8 and end at 23.
Okay, that's pretty damn good. That's halfway.
Right.
So yeah, Storm Rage is offline.
Guess I'm gonna be hanging out in here for a little while.
Well, good for you. That's perfect.
I mean, we're talking, so at any given time, I generally have between 300 and 600 pieces of mail to pick up when I'm flipping my auctions, and it was taking like 10 seconds per piece of mail.
Ooh.
It was abysmal, and then it would just crash. I would load back in, and none of my add-ons work. Like,
Oh wow.
which is totally bullshit.
Oh,
because like what that means is what was on PTR. So all of those add-on makers have updated all of their add-ons for patch 9.0. What it means is, who fucked up? All of the add-on makers, or Blizzard deployed a patch that was different than the one on the PTR.
That's probably what happened, because
Right.
all of the mods that these people have made are good.
Right.
They have the API, they have everything. So yeah, Blizzard definitely screwed the pooch on a few systems. That
Oh.
ooh,
I'm gonna go grab my phone.
You can't fumble. You can't fumble on a kickoff.
I gotta
return,
watch this
dude.
game.
all right.
Oh, that's nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin right there.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Have you guys messed around with any of the customization stuff? Like, not even in Storm Rage, like go to a server and just look at creating a character?
No.
Yeah,
I'll do that at some point, but
I spent most of the last hour and a half just looking at customization features for different races.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, hands down, hands down, the winners on both factions is the Worgen on the Horde and the Orcs on the Horde, Worgen on the Alliance.
Nice. I mean, I'm all about that druid action. I'm looking forward to playing around with that.
Which race?
Night elf.
Okay.
I'm more talking about the travel forms or the different forms. Okay, so it looks like Storm Reach is back up. The only thing is, like, what's the point of pre-patch other than maybe, I guess, if someone wants to level a new class?
I think there's pre-patch quests and an event.
I don't think
The event's not starting.
Yeah, the event didn't go live today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the event doesn't go live till a month before the game launches.
And the event's where I'm gonna get my gear to bring me up.
The catch-up
Yes.
gear, yeah.
Catch up.
So right now it's nothing.
Right, that's what I was.
It's not much going on, no.
All right, yeah, I'm not leveling another character, so I don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
Cool, awesome. Well, let's play some Genshin then.
Fred, are you playing Baldur's Gate?
No, I held off because everybody said they were holding off. Or at least you guys on the Discord said you were holding off.
Yeah, I'm holding off, but I'm hearing wonderful things about it. I don't
Yeah,
intend
I
to
heard.
get it in
I
a
heard.
day.
Yeah, I heard. Aside from the bugs, it's pretty big deal. But I played Divinity, and I knew that the game was going to be really good. Because Divinity 2 is just a masterpiece of a game.
All right. Oh, what? Get McNichols out of there. I need Henry to score another touchdown just because.
Not going to lie. As much as the humans are the better race overall for stats and everything,
For
I'm
PvP, right?
really loving the Worgen. Yeah, but I'm really loving the Worgen customization option.
Nice. Are you leveling a demon hunter?
No, I haven't. I hadn't considered it because we had somebody leveling a Demon Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, put Henry back in the game. Get that fucking shithead out of there. Tannehill, you better fucking just kneel it. Yeah, see, you keep that shithead in there and you lose 2 yards. Put in your real running back. Give me some more points. But they're not going to do that because the game's already over.
I am really enjoying the changes I see on rogues, though. So I'm glad they haven't nerfed Maldraxxus too much.
Oh, penalty, Tannehill. You were 4 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm looking to see how everything shakes out. At the moment, it's kind of wait and see. Wait and see.
Yeah, I agree.
What? say that he was behind? Does little short arm pass actually work?
Kind of looks like it. Yeah, I haven't even decided, and Fred, I haven't even decided what class I'm gonna play yet.
Well, it's cool that you have those options available to you. Like you're not stuck in stone.
Yep. I mean, I was really wanting. I mean, I was like convinced I was gonna go Druid, but especially after a lot of things have unfolded, it's made me second guess that decision.
Be right back.
On the field is a touchdown. All right, got my A team in. Is it 6 o'clock? South end of the island. Oh yeah, that's right. It's over.
Oh, good thing I logged into this Demon Hunter last night. I have a Death Knight that I didn't log. Like I created the Death Knight, but I never actually logged into them, and he's only level 8. So
Oh,
if you created a character but didn't actually log into that character, it didn't actually get the higher level.
interesting.
Oh, interesting. Oh, never mind.
All right, I'm a little confused here. Why aren't you going?
Yeah, this game is Tennessee reminding everyone that they were in the AFC Championship game last year.
Right?
Mhm. This is a don't forget about us.
There's a quest to torture people in the Death Knight starting zone. Some dude claimed it took him over an hour to do. I did it in 30 seconds. Poor people don't know how to do things.
Don't know how to do things.
Yeah, I'm leveling a Death Knight right now just for the fuck of it. Plus, well, I think it's because I really want a Worgen, so I'm just gonna make a Worgen Death Knight.
Nice.
There you go.
So it's like, as I really want to play one, but I'm gonna play a human rogue because of all the bonuses. Did they? Did they actually take it away?
Take what away?
No. Okay. I'm looking at the racial passives because they changed everything up so everything looks different. So for a second I thought they took passive like racials away from people.
Come on, garbage touchdown. Let's go. I'll take a Josh Allen garbage touchdown.
Josh Allen's been pulled.
Oh, did they pull him?
Yeah.
Smart.
So Fred, you raid on Friday and Sunday, is that right, in Classic?
Yes. Free every other day.
At the moment, we're targeting Sunday, Monday, but more and more I think about it, that's a really bad time to prog raid.
Well, the problem you're going to find, most people don't wait till that late in the week to do anything.
Exactly. That's, or at least that's not the thing you want to wait for. You don't want to wait for raid. Mythic Plus, you
Yeah.
can get that done later in the week. But like you're not gonna wait for your prog raid. You're gonna knock it out early, and then you're gonna have people. Then as a raid, you're gonna have significant inconsistencies because some people have already finished the raid, so they're not gonna show up on Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm starting to think maybe that's not the best solution.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty flexible. Like I said, raiding isn't ranking high on my priority list. I want to raid, but if I can't, it's not the worst thing.
I mean, we're gonna want you to raid because just from a progression standpoint, like you're gonna
Yeah,
need normal raid gear in
right,
order to progress through Mythic Plus.
right,
So
right, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But the way that Mythic Pluses used to be, you wouldn't necessarily have to raid to be even above rating quality. So that's where I'm confused how they're doing loot this time around because, you can raid all day long and still be lesser geared than somebody who did keystones all the time. So I know right now they lowered the rank of the gear that drops out of keystones, but as you go up in keystones, the gear goes up. So
yeah, so there's a couple of things there. One, I might end up getting really frustrated at this. There's this game design effect that frustrates me. I call it the nightfall effect. It's when by the time you can adequately clear content, you no longer need the gear that the content drops. In other
yeah,
words, Mythic Plus, from what I've seen, I don't want to like make judgments until we actually get there, but as it's currently balanced, it's more difficult than the gear that drops. Where you're gonna make up the power is in your weekly chest. So this
yeah,
idea of you're gonna gain progression from going up tiers in Mythic Plus, that's just not gonna happen in the early weeks. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Yeah. So like over time, unlocking that chest every week, that's gonna then, we all unlock our chest for the week. We slap on that new piece of shiny gear, replacing something that's low. Then that bumps us up to the next tier, which then means we can replace all of that gear. Then we can probably go to the next tier, and then we have to wait for the next weekly chest. So that'll be the kind of, if you didn't raid at all, that would be your weekly cadence.
yeah.
But hopefully we can just find a uh, a raid situation that works for everyone.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm super flexible. It's just those 2 nights a week that I raid.
Yeah, no, it's really it's angry.
Yeah, he raids a lot.
Jesus Christ, dude! I didn't realize that raiding in Classic is a part-time job for him.
Nah, I didn't either.
He like sent me his schedule because he's like, we could do Saturday night, and I'm like, wait, I thought Saturday night was a no go, and he was like, oh, it's an optional raid for me, and then he sent me a schedule, and I'm like, dude, you raid like 24 hours a week.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Does he work? Does he have a job?
Yeah.
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 He works a lot.
How does he have so much time to raid if he works? Like that's
All
crazy.
he does is work and raid.
Yep.
That's it.
And sometimes they probably
You know-
overlap.
It's funny because a long time ago in a land far, far away, that's exactly the same thing I used to do. I would work and raid, and that was like it.
Ugh. Now we'll see how things play out. Like I said, Sunday Monday right now is looking to be our best nights, but I really think we need to maybe do something different.
Yeah.
Eye of the storm. Eye of the storm. Oh shit. Let's go.
And what's your Friday raid?
Mine is usually Blackwing Lair. When next Rammus comes out, it'll be AQ 40.
I meant timing.
And
Time-wise.
7 Eastern till about 10ish. So they changed Ray's Dead to only last a minute now? What the fuck?
And you probably wouldn't want to transition to a retail raid after that, right?
Um,
I mean, it is
well,
Friday night.
yeah, Friday nights are pretty much mine because of the rating, but my wife does occasionally want some of my time afterwards, so I doubt it.
Does she stay up late?
Not really. She goes to bed usually about 10ish.
Didn't you just say your raid ends at 10?
Yeah, but if she goes to
Yeah,
bed at
she wants
10,
me to go
maybe
to
you
bed
need
with
to
her.
follow her.
Oh, I see.
See, Sherpa, there's this thing that you do to make babies. I know you've done it at least once. There's proof.
I was being a gentleman.
What do I need to do? I need to. I can just talk to this thing again. Times 2 to 5 again.
Forget how long this fucking starting zone is. You know what's funny too with Angry? He never responds in game. Like I try to talk to him all the time. Like aside from the little bit of chat between us and Discord, I never talk to him. He never converses.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Like I assume he's just supremely busy because he keeps such a hectic schedule. But I imagine he talks to somebody.
While he's playing the game, probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just crazy.
He probably doesn't.
Especially
Oh, I
he's
don't take it personally.
especially he's multi-boxing and whatnot.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
who knows what screen he's actually looking at or paying attention to.
Right.
Oh yeah, no. Trust
That's
me.
what's
I
crazy.
don't take it personally. Like I'm curious as to what his play style is because he's so serious about it.
Unless he, I mean, like I'm terrible at looking at the chat window too. It's actually one of the things I need to do. I need to download one of the add-ons that'll actually like break out your whispers to where it doesn't just get lost in the clutter of the chat window.
Yeah.
It's actually a good idea. I probably should do the same, actually.
Well, Hearthstone doesn't fucking work. Jesus. I just went through the full cast for the Hearthstone. It went on cooldown and I went nowhere.
That is awesome. Is this week really this week really pet battles? God, really? That's awesome. First week of the pre-patch and it's pet battles.
For what?
So like every week it cycles through like what the weekly is. Sometimes it's like do heroic dungeons or do arena battles or whatever. This week it's pet battles. Do 5 pet battles and it's like really that's the
Yeah.
weekly for pre-patch.
I mean, if you think about it, they couldn't have done much else for a weekly. I mean, they stay on a schedule too.
I know they're not gonna change the schedule. I mean, I'm sure they thought that pre-patch was gonna hit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I'll be right back one sec, guys.
Have you seen any of these Xbox Series commercials?
No.
I've watched a couple of them. I actually should find one. It's so cringe because you know that when the marketing team made those commercials, they thought Halo was going to be coming out.
Oh.
It's like, ooh, ouch. It has Halo like front and center in the marketing, which would make sense if Halo was coming out. But
All right, where's this boss at? Where you at, boss? Oh. Where's the eyeball? Hell yeah. Whoop, whoop. I was just doing that stupid air boss fight that you watched the other day on this new account. I didn't get one shot this time.
the air boss?
Yeah, that big big floaty orb thing that
Yes.
like killed my character. I was like, oh shit, I hadn't died before. Pre-patch patch notes.
Oh, these are the same ones. Doesn't look like anything got updated that I posted the other day.
No last minute changes.
Doesn't look like it.
So the
Yeah.
Death Rising event, that's the one that's going to come out in a while.
I mean, we assumed it was going to come out with this, but they did not put it in this, so. And there's 2 weeks of quests. So, like, there's a 1 week of quests, you complete those, and then after you complete those, then there's another week of quests. So
By
if
week
that-
of quests, you mean they're Do you mean that's like one a day, like their dailies?
No, just like there's a quest line, and then once you complete that quest line, then the next Tuesday the quest line picks back up.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's the hard
Yeah.
stop.
And so, given that there's 2 weeks of quests in the pre-patch event, I would think, I mean, and maybe even Fred has better perspective given that he's played the other expansions. I would assume they would want like 4 to 5 weeks. That way, if you miss a week or, you like don't complete one of the quest lines in time, 4 to 5 weeks gives enough time for someone who wanted to complete all of the stuff to complete all the stuff. Because there's toys and mounts and stuff like that that are only going to be able to be acquired during this event.
You're talking about the Scourge event?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be at least a month, probably a little bit longer.
Crazy. So we're not getting Shadowlands till December? I think.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
We'll be lucky if we see it in November. We'll be lucky if we see it in November. Because if you think about how close that is, it's not very likely.
yeah, the one piece of that being someone who works in software, if they're able to get it out in November, then they can recognize the revenue for November and December. So it will look much stronger on their books if they can get it in November. But then again,
Yeah.
they got upper management to approve a delay. I'm sure they are gonna
That was part of it.
I mean, they're gonna do everything they can to make sure the game launches in a way that's not a PR disaster. So that's probably number one, before any kind of rec rev conversation.
Oh, I'm about to take my first step at something that was a progression over my first account. About to turn in my last little amoeba thing
That's exciting.
for the zone. Didn't do that on the other one, so I'm now caught up. Actually, I don't actually explored more zones on my other account, but this one was I just playing it again. What to do better.
Yep, absolutely. Makes total sense
That's
to me.
awesome. That up to level 10? Hell yeah.
Oh my
What's this?
god, that's cringe. So it's
What?
it's I mean, like I said, it's pretty obvious they meant for the pre-patch event to go live today because I just got an email from Blizzard
Oh no!
that says calling, or what does it say, fight the Scourge in Shadowlands pre-expansion update.
Wasn't the maintenance stay like extended longer than they expected?
Oh, I don't know. Brooke and I were hanging out, so
Yeah, my buddy. Oh fuck! I just hit the wrong button. I thought he said so he was getting off work and he came back. He's like, oh, the patch will be ready in like an hour, and that was like this early evening, late afternoon. I thought they would have started that 8-hour patch overnight.
I would have thought they would rather do the patch while they're in the office, right?
Well, let's see what the Twitters say.
That's the other piece about not launching end of November is that's kind of shitty to do to your employees, make them work around the clock during a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Blizzard.
That's
More
fair.
specifically, Activision.
Well, I mean, Blizzard doesn't get a pass as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no, not at all. They went into bed with them. They knew.
Well, or they don't stand up for themselves. Like however you wanna cook it. I mean, they just closed down the French office and didn't something like I don't know all the full story, but something like they didn't even tell the employees, so the employees decided to just go on strike instead.
Say what?
Yeah, so Blizzard just announced like these people found out in the press that they're closing a 400 person development studio in France.
Oh shit.
And so they got pissed off and organized a strike and went on strike today because they're union. Wait, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're union because it's France, right? Something like that.
Yeah. They have
So,
better labor laws than we do.
right.
Oh yeah.
So,
Everybody's just still reaming the pre-patch for the servers being down and all the issues they're having.
yeah, it definitely doesn't bode well given that PTR has been working just fine. No one has complained about the PTR. Like, how is this such a colossal disaster today?
I wouldn't say it's a colossal disaster. It's definitely a shit show.
Show, that's for sure.
Colossal disaster is just me being hyperbolic.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
Alright, let's see.
I also didn't expect a lot. So
Yeah, I kind of forgot again. It was pre-patch day until my buddy said something about it at work. I was like, oh shit, I should probably open the game client and at least get it downloaded.
mm. Whereas I'm kind of like, okay, there's still nothing to do, so I'll just move my auctions.
Yeah, it's pretty much nothing to do.
Oh, and Fred, the last 2 weeks I've been trying to get AOTC. What a disaster. Trying
Yeah,
to
sorry,
pug
dude.
that on Heroic, dude. Fucking wow.
Yeah, you would have been better off buying it.
My favorite one though is I'm like I get into a group. I'm like all right. We got like 3 people doing like over 80 90k DPS. So like we've got some good
That's
DPS here. Like I feel good here, right? We get a couple pulls in. They're talking back and forth, and then I get that pop up that says you no longer have a party. You're gonna be phased out in 1 minute. And so I go through the chat, and they decided to kick me because I was a resto druid.
really.
Even though I had I was it's like number 2, number 3 on every poll in HPS, but like you're not a meta spec, you gotta go.
That doesn't. No, that's not true at all. Because
You're back.
there's lots of people who are not meta that like the group that I raided with, the guild that I was with a long time ago. They had no problem with multiple specs, like including me as a rogue. They had no problem with me being there, even though before the corruptions, I was not top DPS anymore. It just depends on the people you're fucking with, man.
Yep. Well, however you want to cook it, they had 5 healers and they wanted to do a 2-4-14. So they needed to get rid of one of the healers, and they said I think we had 2 monks and a shaman and a priest, so they decided to get rid of the resto druid instead.
It's crazy.
Yep, is what it is. Definitely made me go, okay, like, okay, it's one of those, okay, when we get to Shadowlands is upon us and I have to finally pull the trigger and make a decision on what class to play, that experience will definitely play a part in my decision.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So you didn't get AOTC then?
Oh, I didn't even try the last like 4 days. It was pretty miserable. It was a gigantic waste of time. Like you said, I would have been better off just paying for it. But it's like I don't want AOTC. I want to earn AOTC. Like, I'm confident that I knew those encounters well enough that I could beat them with the right group. That makes sense?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right. What to do? What to do? Fight the scourge. Just kidding.
Psych.
You didn't want to do that anyway. Jordan raiding or is he working?
Neither. He should be with us. It's Wednesday.
He must be doing something. 'Cause he doesn't have school anymore.
Don't know, sir.
Yeah. Where you at, Sneaky Jordan?
So Apple's not even gonna give you a phone charger anymore?
Nope. No wall charger. No
That
wall
is
plug.
interesting.
No wall plug. No headset.
I
And it's
love.
all because they're trying to save the
I was
environment,
gonna
Sherpa.
say that I love how that's their position.
They're so full of shit. So they can charge you for more things.
Well, the new iPhone also has that MagSafe feature, which, like, if I was gonna get an iPhone, I would absolutely get a mag charger just because of how awesome it is.
So Brooke has an iPhone and she we got all excited because of the whole like wireless charging. And then we realized, wait, one a minute. Number one, who the fuck has a phone that they don't use a case?
Right.
And then she started getting the habit of just taking the case off every time she needed to charge it. That thing
Oh
charges so slow.
yeah, this new one's supposed to improve on that.
Yeah. And so like still like you gotta take your case off every time you charge your phone?
I think they were saying they were doing something about that. That there are cases that it'll still work available to, but I don't know.
So I mean yeah, but it just slows down the process even more.
Yeah, you're still not getting the connection.
So
So Storm Rage is up.
yep, I'm on.
Storm Rage
And
is
by
up.
the time I finished the Death Knight starting area, I'm level 17. I'm headed to go talk to Anduin.
17. All
Oh,
right.
so not quite 23, yeah.
I mean, maybe if you spent more time killing things, but nothing really gives you a ton of XP in there, anyways.
Right.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense to try to hang around.
No,
Right.
you just bang it out.
I breezed through it pretty quickly with heirloom gear.
Oh, that's right,
I have
heirloom
full
gear.
heirloom, but
Yeah.
heirloom gear doesn't boost XP anymore, mind you.
Yep.
Wow, what is this? One step for alchemy. I think this is an event, but I don't know how to do it. Elemental Crucible.
Yeah, but other than like the new iPhone has a fairly impressive screen.
Oh, yeah,
I
the screen
was
is.
generally unimpressed with what they showed off today.
I thought they actually did a good job. I'm not an Apple person at all. In fact, I usually make fun of these events like constantly the entire way through. Um, but I think they added enough to this phone and not raising the price. To where I would say this is actually a win for Apple people. The GPU and the CPU, like the A14 chip, is a huge leap. And just for industry standards, that's going to be great for other manufacturers trying to catch up. But Apple's pushing that.
I think I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's also true.
Eric got all super excited about League being on the phone.
Oh yeah, that was we as soon as it so we're watching this live because we're announced or we have to flag the competitor offers and stuff. That's part of my job.
Hmm.
Um, so we're watching, and me and the other guy that I was working with, one of my buddies, he's a big League player as well. He's got 3 characters in Plat actually, but he's like, how do they think that anybody is going to get excited about playing League on a phone when nobody is ever excited about playing League on a computer? You think people are going to care going to mobile? It's still League, still a toxic.
I
They got into their own beds. Oh, good. Oh, good puppies. All right. Good night. Love you. Good night. Love you. All right. Good.
I just don't see it. Like Fortnite made sense on phone, on mobile.
Yeah. League, no way.
Yeah. There's way too many like coordination, strategy. Um, I just
Yeah,
don't see it.
and I don't think and Wild Rift doesn't look like it's being dumbed down too much to try to be a mobile game. They're still trying to keep the complexities of what League is.
Right. Which is, I actually think that's the right decision. But
I 100% agree. I don't a dumbed down League isn't even worth the time of day.
right.
Love you. Good night. If I
Yeah.
do this event, I'm gonna lose.
It's definitely like, I'm not saying it won't work. It might work, fantastically. But I'm just not convinced. I just can't see it. I can't see myself picking up a phone and thinking that it would be a similar experience to um, the experience I have on PC.
Yeah, and they're like, this is the next thing in esports. There's no esports people that are gonna be playing that on a phone. Like, come on.
Yeah, so is Valorant, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, there is an actual esports mobile game, MOBA. It is called. Do I not have it on my phone anymore? That's funny. I'm actually gonna look it up just because we're having this conversation. I'm glad Jordan moved up the COVID channel because I think that's about to get spicy. That's gonna be an interesting one. I don't know if talking about COVID makes people uneasy or not. Might
I think
fall.
it's a hot. I think it's still a hot button topic, and I'm sure that we have people that are in our group that have opposing views on it.
That's unfortunate that it's become political. I mean, and like really, that it almost makes me sad that it's a political topic to talk about. You know, something that like we're gonna be talking about for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no question that I'll be 90 years old still having a hopefully I make it to 90, but you know what I mean, like at all stages of life we'll be talking about this experience right here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And we're caught up in, I'll probably not remember who the president was, but I'll remember COVID. But we're caught up in masks and public safety being a political topic. It just unfortunate. Why can I not find it?
Where's my rewards?
Team
All
fight
that
tactics. Dude, that match last night was awesome to watch. The majors.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet.
Damn, maybe this game is not a thing anymore.
What?
I'm trying to find this game that was like esports worthy. It was pretty decent too.
A couple of them that have like tried, and I think they were around for a bit, but then they kind of got.
Among Us is mobile? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, my girls actually play on their phones.
Oh my god, Marvel Strike Force is now number 14 on top grossing. How?
I quit Marvel Strike Force recently.
I mean, I played that. What did we play that for? Like 3 or 4 months?
If that.
Dude, I played it for over a year and a half.
I mean, we were at one point there. We were top 10 guild in the game. We were like right there at like 1, 2, 3, at all times. After the whales. Not bad for a free to play group.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, that game just got too damn greedy.
You know, for me, and I'll speak for myself, it was just the blitz mode. It just took way too much of my time. If I could have been completed in 10 minutes a day, then I'd probably still be playing the game. But because it took between 2 and 3 hours a day to stay competitive, it was just, that's fucking out of line.
I was doing good money wise, but after a while, it definitely caught up to me. Interesting. So I think it looped me into Battle for Azeroth with my Death Knight.
So you always drop straight into Battle for Azeroth unless you go to Chromie and select Chromie time.
They weren't very clear on that one.
Oh, is that right?
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing of it, and I've been reading up on everything.
Oh, that's interesting. Cause I mean I mean I had heard that message consistently.
Maybe I didn't read that article, or I
We just
didn't read
probably listen. We
much
just
into
yeah
it.
we consume different content. And that's probably all.
It's all good. That's good to know though, because I was gonna search around for Chromie here in a second anyway, so that works out.
Yeah, the fastest leveling expansion
Well,
is WAD.
yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
I've been
And
watching videos trying to figure it out.
and though when you guys are talking about that, that means like if you're going to start a brand new character and you're doing all the, it's like one Tamriel, right? So you're just
Correct.
doing all the quests
Correct.
at a okay,
Yep.
But
and everything just
apparently,
stays at whatever your current level is, so you're always getting the most optimal XP.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's the guy who writes the Azeroth autopilot, but he was able to complete a character from level 10 to 50 in 6 hours, just under 6 hours. So, for me, I would expect it to take, 2 or 3 days.
For me, 4 to 5 hours. Just because of how quickly I leveled to 120 on my rogue.
Yeah, man, you freaking went crazy on that.
Yeah, now I can save several days. So, kind of a moot point.
I should probably. Is that giving me adventure rank as well? Let's see. It is. Give me 200.
Oh,
Oh, do I
that's
have?
funny. I just realized I'm still streaming from earlier.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yep. I've been streaming this whole time. Gosh darn it, where's my stream? There it is.
Complete 10 transmutations at the Elemental Crucible. Doesn't say that I have to use my resin though, so I guess.
Playing Genshin.
Yeah.
It's a sick game.
I'm glad that people are enjoying that game.
Yeah, it's good.
Glad they put some work into that game, man. That game is fucking amazing.
Oh shit. I didn't realize it. So because that France office is going on strike, there will be no pre-patch for the EU servers.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Fuck. That's insane.
Mhm. Good for them. Good for them. I give them props. Gonna fire us? Okay. Well, why don't you get up your lazy asses and put the pre-patch out your damn self?
Right? Boop a doop a doop. We're running around. We're running around.
Boom.
Boop.
Who was that?
I'm sure it was either Bo or Jordan. This is gonna be quite the PR disaster for Blizzard.
Well, apparently Blizzard tweeted out a few hours ago that EU launches next.
Oh, you fucking assholes! Can hit me twice trying to go to the fucking zone.
I'm trying to make a fucking orc, and I can't think of a name.
Boom, shakalaka. Transport the most elemental clots of anyone on the team. That's right. Doing the objectives. That's what I'm good with. Why are you guys not putting any elements on these fucks? Come on. That's your job. Well, I guess it's kind of my job too, but.
Are you playing co-op?
Yes. Right now, this is a co-op mission.
So have you played on mobile at all?
Yeah. I've played several hours on mobile.
And how do you like it?
It's all right. It's like I can explore. I can do, I can do quests and whatnot. Not really a big deal. But like if I was doing like the tower and stuff, there's no way I would play on mobile. It's just better on the PC.
Talking
Understood.
about Genshin?
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down better on the PC.
Yeah, I mean,
Why can't I pick up anything?
same thing goes with Albion. In Albion, I'll play like casual PvP or gathering or crafting or something of that nature. But if I'm doing any kind of like serious content, whether it be raid or um, like large scale PvP and stuff like that, anything with high risk, then I definitely switch to PC.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Whoa, particle effects. All the
So not nearly
numbers.
as bad as Final Fantasy.
Oh, that's yeah. I remember we spent like 10 minutes trying to find if there was like a slider for turning down the particle effects.
Yeah.
Nope.
My game's bugged though. I can't see any of the clots on the ground, or I can see them, but like they're not picking up on my character. So like just disappears when it should be like floating around my character. So I don't know if I have one or not. I'm sure my teammates were yelling at me to turn this shit in. Keep it rolling, get this event done. Boom, Primo Jams. 15 more of these things. Jeez. Oh no! I was just kidding. Sorry. Just pushed the wrong. My bad. Is there a ready button somewhere?
All right, boys. I'm gonna go to bed.
Sounds good, buddy. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Fred.
You guys too.
Wow. That's different.
What?
One of the Shadowlands, let me make sure I say this. One of the Shadowlands dungeon bosses, one of the Shadowlands dungeon bosses does a new mechanic, does a damaging ability that for whatever reason, one of the BFA raid bosses is doing to people. Yeah. How a Shadowlands dungeon boss is able to cast these skills in a BFA raid is baffling the community.
I guess I'm not following. What's so one character or one mod that's not supposed to be casting something is casting something?
Correct. It's an ability of a boss in Shadowlands is being casted by a raid boss in BFA.
Oh, and that just started since the patch today.
Correct, and it's not a negligible amount of damage. It's like causing full wipes.
They fucked something up. They fucked something up.
It's one of those head scratchers like, how does that coding even exist?
Once your shield's off, you're nothing, aren't you? Get off that character. It's so bad. That ability's so dumb.
Dumb fun.
Yeah, like so this is the 5-star character that I got. And my ultimate is a big tornado, so it pulls all the mobs that are light into the center of the tornado,
Mm-hmm.
and then CCs them, keeps knocking them up into the air, so they can't do anything. And it swirls any element that people put in it, or I put in it when I'm playing by myself. So you're getting all the combo damage from the swirl on top of directly CCing them, and just the reason he's one of the best characters in the game. That's just because that's silly.
Reminds me of Nami last night.
Dude, that Nami
That was ridiculous.
bubble,
The
bubble, bubble,
CC,
bubble, bubble.
yeah. I also really like Nami. Nami's one of my favorite characters in the league, so.
Yeah, Nami's always been solid. $11 more. Getting the grind in tonight. Jeez Louise. Whoever's world this is, I just stole your. Oh no, I can't just. Oh, and I get iframes while I'm in that animation. So you can like skip bosses, big hits and stuff. Boom, 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 boom. 20 clots. Let's go. Oh, nice. She's got 2. Oh, they ran out. Damn.
Oh my god, this guy's name is Cerveza Virus.
Cerveza virus?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of funny.
I don't drink anymore, but I have to believe that Corona's gonna rebrand after this, right? I mean,
I don't think so. They're still kicking for what it's worth. It took a hit at the beginning from dumb people, but well, I could be wrong. What the hell? Oh, my keyboard like stopped working there for a minute. What the hell? Come on, keyboard.
I mean, at least it's still working. Unlike that time it happened to me.
Actually not working, which is the problem. Luckily I can like aim with my mouse and dash away, but I'm gonna die. There you go. Alright.
A lot of books.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're 4. I honestly don't think they're anything. I think they're just lore. Player 4, you're almost dead.
You said you have to hit like rank 16 before you can play with other people?
Yeah, before multiplayer's unlocked.
That's interesting. Why do you think they did that?
Because it's really not really necessary to play with multiple. Like there's no content that I've found yet that I've needed another player.
Okay, so I'll validate that but even within the context of that, I don't think that's a good excuse to not allow people to play together. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, even if that is 100% true, which I actually totally think it is, just by the nature of how the game's designed, but even then, you would think you would want people to play with each other because it's demand-driven demand, right?
Well, to some degree, playing like if their model being that you can play with 4 characters, right, of your
Right,
own, in multiplayer you can only play with 1 character.
right.
I would say that they're making good reason not to play multiplayer because they want everybody to collect their own characters and use multiple characters and buy more characters.
Hmm.
So to some degree, this game doesn't really need multiplayer at all. And the fact that you can't trade, there's no trading, there's none of that in this game. I honestly don't see the point of multiplayer. At least now. Higher difficulty, maybe it's absolutely needed to get through some dungeons and whatnot. But as of right now, the hardest event is a solo event. It's a tower climb with your own characters.
Right.
Keyboard's not working again. Come on, keyboard. And I would say by level 16, at least you've got a good understanding of the game at that point. So, you would know if you want to go play with other people or not.
Yep.
Because everything is also locked behind your adventure level.
Right.
So you can't be power leveled either, right? You couldn't just join a world
I
and
guess
get power leveled.
I guess I'm kind of like, how do I say this? What what was the last single player free to play game you've ever seen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
That's fair.
effectively what this is. It's a single player free to play game.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just no, because Star Wars had raids.
How
That
about
phone,
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic?
Galaxy of Heroes, the phone game that we played.
Oh.
That was ultimately also a single player game, but you were in a guild and it's like Marvel Strike Force where as a group you would go towards certain events.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use that logic, then there's no such thing as an MMO because every MMO has that blueprint, right? 80% of the content you play you
By
play solo,
yourself.
and
Yeah.
then there's 20% of the content that you actually get together in group.
Yeah, but in MMOs you have the commerce and trading and all that
That's a
You know,
fair
Star
statement.
Wars, this game don't.
Right.
Marvel Strike Force didn't.
That is a
The
fair statement.
the Magic game that I play, so it's the same thing, right? You're playing by yourself, but there is some sense of multiplayer because you're in a group or you're in a guild or whatever, and you're working towards rewards like you would for any game. But you also can request cards every 8 hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
So you put in a request, and then somebody in your group can give you theirs, and that's a weak version of auction, or not an auction house, but like a you know commerce trading system. But
Mm-hmm.
at least it's there.
Yeah, I guess when I think of free-to-play games, I generally think of Warframe, Path of Exile.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you could
those
even
those
now
games are
call,
on a league of their own.
yeah. That's kind of
Major.
when I think of free-to-play games. That's kind of, or League of Legends, Fortnite,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like it's very all of them are. I mean, even Path of Exile, as much as of it is a very single-player experience. Um, it still has a strong element of multiplayer.
Like this is a limited time event thing that I'm doing right now. Like, and I'm sure I could do it solo. But it forces you into a group. Seven more to go. Oh, oh. Do. Dauntless. Multiplayer, but free to play. Great game.
That's true. That's a game that we haven't gone back to at all. Crossplay, cross save.
Yep, they had the right idea, that's for sure.
That was a good game. I went back to it and played it a bit, like the following season after we played it, but haven't played it since. Still have it on my Xbox. Are you just doing the same thing over and over and over again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing it for the completion or the book. That's with the event. You just have to do this 20 times. Figure I might as well just get it knocked out while there's all these people here. I'm doing it while the event's fresh.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna get the last ones. Beat you there. You can get rewards from this as well if I wanted to use resin, which I'm gonna save that and fight a boss later, actually. been kicked.
What?
Okay,
World first.
world first, kicked from a group. So bad. That's funny. Alright, what is it doing? Oh, yeah, let's go kill this boss. Let's go do a boss fight. Use the rest of this resin up. There's a chest. Can't remember if I'd done that dungeon yet.